Hi guys. You know, you can be like the best singer ever in this world. You can be a great worshiper. You're even leading people into praise and worship and such. You call yourself an intercessor, such and such things. But you can be all those things, but before God, your prayers are actually not accepted before Him. And your worship and praise to Him are like noise. And let me explain why. In James, he speaks many things about the tongue, but one of the things he says is that you cannot draw bitter waters and sweet waters from the same well. They do not exist. And as you continue reading, at some point he says that a double-minded person is unstable in all his ways. So this is how that goes. Maybe as I've said, you do all those things. Just keep on keeping with me. It'll make sense in a bit. So like you do all those things, yes, but in you there's envy, there's strife, there's jealousy, there's unforgiveness, there's gossip. So all those things, they show up through your tongue. Because if you're jealous of someone, you'll always keep speaking ill of them, and like if you're envious, at some point it'll come out through your mouth. So that automatically and since you're going before God, and to you, because you are so invested in all these works, like wewe ndo unasafisha kanisa, you're the one who's leading praise and worship, you're the one who insists on preaching and reading like you are there in church doing all the things. To your mind, since you do all those things, you're holy. You don't need to repent. So what happens is, every time you go before God, what actually the signature in the spirit for you is all the gossip, all the envy, all the strife, all the pride that you expose through your tongue. And as I have said, you cannot draw bitter and sweet waters from the same well. So automatically, because you have been drawing bitter waters out of your well, then that bitter waters will automatically corrupt all the sweet waters that you're trying to draw out. So before God, when you go before Him, all He sees is all the bitter waters. And the tongue is very, what is it called? Ina nguvu nyingi, like it is very, very effective in fighting the devil, because even like one of the psalms says that out of the mouths of babes and sucklings He has anointed praise, to basically make sure that to shut up the enemy and the accuser. And Jesus also, like, He insists on that point by saying that out of the mouths of babes and sucklings He has perfected praise. So there's no way you can be using your tongue to do all the bad things, and then you also want to use it to do all the good things, and automatically assume that all the good things qualify you to be accepted before God. So you have to choose. Do you want to use your tongue to praise, or do you want to use your tongue to beat down people? Do you want to use your tongue to worship, or do you want to use your tongue to speak ill about others? Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. So for me, today, that's all that has been playing in my mind, and I have come to the conclusion that, like David said, to the end that my glory may praise you and never be silent.